Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Cale Casey, your information officer, live right here at Camp LaDaSa. It's 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, September 14th. I'm going to give you a quick update on McKinley, but also the Deshka landing fire. Again, for the Deshka landing fire audience, the Alaska Division of Forestry, Phil Blydenberg, and the FMO crew, his heliTAC crew, and the engines from Mat-Su-Buro, Parmal Forestry, they'll be flying the fire and looking for any kind of smokes. Lately, we've had anything that's been popping up smoke on the Deshka landing has been interior, so no factor. But we just want to let you know again that the Deshka landing fire is being covered by Division of Forestry here in Palmer. They're responsible for keeping an eye on it, and they have been. Everything is interior that's any smoke, and of course the rain lately has helped. You're live right here at Camp LaDaSa. The incident management team under Zane Brown, who's one of our specialists out of Fairbanks, is in command now at 7 a.m. this morning. That transfer of command happened, so thank you to John Thompson and Northern Rockies Team 7, and all those folks are on their way to Anchorage. I actually got a text from one of my neighbors, Tracy Schaefer, who said that she saw, when she was flying out of Anchorage just now, a plane full of clean incident management folks. There's our train right here in Alaska, so let's move around the building a little bit. We are here to give you a quick update. The Willow Community Center has gone back to the community. It's no longer being used by the fire team. And hey, Eric Kelly joining us. So there's a train going by. So again, the Willow Community Center is going back to the community today. We're just doing the final touches of cleaning it. That means we've moved over to some of these cabins here at LaDaSa that we were using before. For those of you who've been tracking the fire and seeing our live feeds out here when it was really running and gunning, you can tell there's only a few tents left. That means our organization's getting down to that local size where we have engines from Fairbanks Toke on those areas up north, and then also Palmer engines. And then we have a couple local crews, and we're working with the masticators and equipment. So many fewer people here. That's the time of the fire that we're at to get the size just right. We're listing 177 firefighters on our report today, but of course that's including the 50 or 60 that are heading back to Region 1, which we call Montana, and those parts of Northern Rockies that gave the team their name. We're up here in Region 10, in case you're following fire regions. Alaska's Region 10. And of course, we're honored to have the local crews here. They all worked on the sockeye, or just about all these folks have worked on the sockeye. So they're really trying to identify some of those lessons learned from sockeye. Some of the heat in these berms and some of the heat underground will survive the winter. That's what happened in 2015 on a much wetter year. This year, of course, with the record drought, we're going to see some of those holdovers last. And so the goal of Zane Brown, the incident commander, and everybody on the organization now is to try to do as much identifying as we can of what might hold over and treat it while we're here, which might mean breaking up a berm, moving it, doing more mop-up, that kind of thing. So if you have questions, of course, please go ahead and post them here anytime. We also have that fire information phone to break it down. This is where it rings, right here in my pocket. You can see the number right there, 907-313-9826. That's going to stay valid. I'll be staying on as the information officer for you here, so we'll keep keeping you updated with these type of broadcasts. I try to do them about mid-afternoon these days. And in talking to the community out there, I know folks are curious about the masticating, what, where, and when. So I'm going to go right up the road right now to the top of the fire, get into Yancey West and East and around, and start taking some video of the mastications, what they look like, where they're working, so you can see those on YouTube. Again, we do put all of our, as much as we can on YouTube. I think we have over 100 videos from this fire there showing B-roll. Misty Miller's asking what is being done with the giant brush piles. Great question, Misty. So the main goal for brush piles is, of course, if they're in the Mat-Su-Buro right-of-way or the Department of Transportation Alaska right-of-way, that's different than if they're in a private right-of-way. So in the publicly owned right-of-ways, the brush piles, if you've been following the progress and following our reports, I did put some mastication video up 2 days ago. So Misty, you can go to YouTube if you haven't already, and you can see the masticator working there along the highway. If you're local or if you have friends in the area who've driven through, you'll see the work. There's quite a few fresh chips out there. We're especially trying to cover up some hillsides that have been clear cut because of the fire. So you'll see us trying to preserve some of those slopes with the wood chips, get some organic matter on there, prevent erosion. And then I'll give you a further report on the rest of the brush piles as that becomes more clear. But great question, Misty. Thanks for asking that. I'm going to sign off here so I can go north, finish my trap line, but just want to let you know that the info line is still here. It's right in my hand. We're still here. We just put out a 3-day update. That's on akfireinfo.com. We're here for you. If you have any questions at all, whether you're watching live or on the rebroadcast, please post them. Our mission is to be transparent and make sure you understand what we're doing right to the end. So thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy your day. Looks like the sun's coming out here a little bit. We'll talk to you real soon.